You know how some cameras just feel right in your hands? Like they were built for creators, not specs. Well, the Lumix LX100 III might just be that camera again. After years of silence, it looks like Panasonic is finally bringing back a compact legend, and the leaks are seriously exciting. But what's really different this time, and is it still worth the hype? Let's dive in. Hey everyone, welcome back to Alt Buzz, your home for the latest camera rumors, reviews, and creative deep dives. If you love staying ahead of the curve in the world of photography and filmmaking, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. We've got some seriously exciting things coming your way. The original LX100 changed everything back in 2014. It proved you didn't need a massive body to get serious image quality. That micro four-thirds sensor paired with a fast Leica lens delivered results that rivaled cameras twice its size. Then came the LX100 II in 2018. Refinements, improvements, but the same philosophy. Compact power, manual control, creative freedom in your pocket. But then silence. Years passed. The compact camera market shifted. Smartphones got better, creators demanded video specs, and Panasonic seemed to walk away from the LX line entirely. Except they didn't, because now, in 2025, the whispers are getting louder. The LX100 III isn't just a rumor anymore. It's a movement, a return to something the photography world desperately needs. A camera that respects both portability and performance. Why does this matter? Because most modern cameras force you to choose. You either get power and sacrifice size, or you get portability and sacrifice capability. The LX100 III promises to split that difference again, but this time with the hybrid demands of 2025 creators in mind. This isn't just nostalgia, this is evolution. Panasonic's compact strategy has always been different. While Sony pushed full-frame compacts and Canon focused on vlogging cameras, Panasonic stuck with micro four-thirds, a sensor size that balances quality with genuine compactness. The LX100 III continues that legacy, but with modern expectations woven in. Faster autofocus, better video, smarter connectivity, everything today's creators need without losing what made the original special. Let's talk about what's rumored under the hood, but not as a spec sheet. Let's talk about what it means when you're actually shooting. The new 20-megapixel micro four-thirds sensor sounds modest on paper, but here's what it really delivers. Cleaner shadows at ISO 3200. Usable high ISO performance up to 6400 without noticeable grain. Dynamic range that recovers blown highlights in post. For street photographers shooting golden hour or travel vloggers, capturing dimly lit markets. That sensor means confidence. You're not second-guessing exposure, you're creating. The electronic viewfinder reportedly jumps to 2.36 million dots, a significant upgrade from the LX100 II's 1.24 million dot panel. That doesn't just sound sharper, it feels sharper. When you're composing in bright sunlight and the rear screen washes out, that EVF becomes your lifeline. You see exactly what the sensor sees. No guessing, no squinting, just pure visual feedback that lets you nail exposure and composition instantly. Then there's the touchscreen, now fully articulating instead of just tilting. For travel vloggers, that's transformative. Low-angle shots, high-angle crowd work, selfie mode without awkward guessing. It's a small change on paper, but massive in workflow. You're not contorting yourself to frame a shot. The camera adapts to you. 5-axis in-body image stabilization, reportedly offering up to 5 stops of compensation. Let that sink in for a second. Handheld 4K footage without a gimbal. Half-second exposures at dusk without a tripod. For solo creators working fast and light, that IBIS system is the difference between needing a full production kit and traveling with just a camera and a lens. It's freedom. Pure creative freedom. Connectivity gets the modern treatment too. USB-C charging and data transfer means you're using the same cable for everything. Wi-Fi 6 support delivers near-instant file transfers to your phone while you're still shooting. Bluetooth 5.2 keeps the connection stable for remote triggering and location tagging. These aren't flashy features, but they're essential. Because in 2025, a camera that doesn't talk to your devices seamlessly just slows you down. But there's one feature that could actually change how creators use this camera. According to sources close to Panasonic's testing labs, the LX100 III might debut with a redesigned lens, potentially an f1.7 to f2.8 Leica branded zoom. If true, that's not just an incremental upgrade, that's a fundamental shift. The original LX100's f1.7 to f2.8 lens was already fast, but optical improvements over 7 years, better coatings, reduced distortion, sharper corners, could make this the best glass Panasonic's ever put on a compact. What does that mean in practice? Creamier background separation at f1.7, cleaner edge-to-edge sharpness at f4, less chromatic aberration in high-contrast scenes. Basically, images that look like they came from a much larger camera. For content creators who need professional results without professional bulk, that lens becomes the entire value proposition. And here's the insider angle. Multiple sources have mentioned Panasonic quietly testing improved autofocus algorithms, specifically for the LX line. Not just faster tracking, but smarter subject recognition, face and eye detection that actually works in video mode. The kind of autofocus that doesn't hunt during a vlog intro or lose lock when someone walks through the frame. If Panasonic pulls this off, they're addressing the single biggest complaint about previous LX models, and that would be huge. Video specs are where things get competitive. 4K at 60 frames per second with 10-bit 420 internal recording. 4K at 30 frames per second bumps up to 10-bit 422. Vlog L comes standard for serious color grading. And crucially, no recording limits. No overheating warnings after 20 minutes. Just reliable, continuous recording for as long as your battery lasts. For hybrid shooters, that reliability matters more than any single spec. Full HD at 120 frames per second gives you slow-motion flexibility for B-roll and creative sequences. The codec reportedly supports both H.264 and H.265, letting you balance file size against quality depending on your workflow. And the built-in microphone gets a redesign, stereo capture with better wind noise reduction. Will it replace a dedicated mic? Number. But for quick captures and run-and-gun work, it's good enough. If you're enjoying this breakdown so far, don't forget to subscribe to Alt Buzz. And by the way, our official website is now live. You'll find exclusive articles, behind-the-scenes insights, and detailed comparison breakdowns. The link's right there in the description. The LX100 III might not be about chasing megapixels or frame rates. It's about creators who value portability, storytelling, and that old-school tactile joy. It's the kind of camera you'd actually carry every day, not leave on a shelf. Because here's the thing, the best camera is the one you have with you, and if that camera delivers professional results while fitting in a jacket pocket, suddenly you're shooting more, creating more, capturing moments you would have missed because your full-frame rig was back at the hotel. This camera speaks to a specific philosophy. Photography shouldn't require a backpack full of gear. Sometimes simplicity breeds creativity. When you're not worried about swapping lenses or adjusting complex menu systems, you're focused on the story, the light, the moment. That's what the LX line has always represented. And if the LX100 III delivers on these rumors, it's that philosophy refined for a new generation of creators. There's also something deeply satisfying about manual controls on a compact body. Physical dials for aperture and shutter speed. A dedicated exposure compensation wheel. Tactile feedback that lets you adjust settings without looking. In an era of touchscreen everything, that analog approach feels refreshing. You're not scrolling through menus. You're making intentional creative decisions with physical tools. For photographers who learned on film, that connection matters. For newer creators, it teaches fundamentals in a way touchscreens never will. If these leaks are accurate, the Panasonic LX100 III might just be the perfect comeback. It's not about breaking specs or dominating benchmarks. It's about bringing back creativity, portability, and simplicity. Everything creators miss in today's oversized camera world. The industry spent years convincing us bigger is better, more megapixels, more features, more complexity. But sometimes what we actually need is less camera and more vision. And maybe, just maybe, this is Panasonic listening to creators again. The rumored launch window sits somewhere in late 2025 or early 2026. Pricing speculation ranges around $1,200 to $1,400, positioning it between premium compacts and entry-level mirrorless systems. That's aggressive, but justified if the specs deliver. You're not just buying a compact camera. You're buying freedom. The freedom to shoot professionally without looking professional, to travel light without compromising quality, to create spontaneously without setup time. If you enjoyed this dive into Panasonic's rumored comeback, make sure to subscribe for more insider stories just like this. You can also send a super thanks or join our channel membership to help support Alt Buzz and get exclusive shoutouts, like Byron, who joined recently. And don't forget to check out our website, linked below, for extra content and camera guides we couldn't fit in this video. We've also tagged some compact camera accessories below, from lens filters to carrying cases that pair perfectly with cameras like the LX line. Let us know what other gear you'd like us to feature. This is Alt Buzz, where the future of photography meets its soul.